Your whole body is relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. Slowly bring your feet together. Stretch your arms up over the head and stretch back. Stretch back, stretch back. Exhale and release. Bend your knees, hug your knees to the chest. Push and sit. Come into a cross-legged position, comfortable cross-legged position. And people who are joining us live, you can sit on a chair or you can sit on the couch, or if you have a yoga mat and a block, it will be nice if you can be seated in a cross-legged position with spine elongated. Sit on the block or cushion, and especially if you have rounded spine. So if you see yourself seated and slouching, you might want to have an elongated spine. Not necessarily super straight and rough and rigid. You don't have to be rigid on yourself, but be comfortable seated. Because when we fix the physical posture and the spine is elongated, it kind of puts us in a form that has some respect, some dignity, physically embodiment, an embodiment of dignity. If I tell you, sit in a posture that embodies dignity, what comes to you instantly? Instead of this, you go, dignity. Chest up, crown of the head shooting up, chin parallel to the floor. In a way, when we are in cross-legged position, comfortable, spine elongated position, it will be kind of mind and body connected to the present moment in a comfortable way. Because when we start doing the meditation practice, the last thing you want to do is having your physical body be a hindrance or obstacle in your meditation. Imagine I'm seated like this in meditation, and my back, my legs, my shoulders. What meditation comes to us? All right? So let us begin with the feet down palms, opening the circle, palms to touch from the heart center, shoulders back and down, chin parallel to the floor. Deep breath in. Namaste. So, why full moon meditation? And what is meditation? And why we should do meditation on a regular basis? Like every kind of everyday passes without meditation is kind of not really being lived. So many people ask so many questions about meditation. Let's check in your experience in meditation, and if you have any mental inquiries about the practice. Anybody has any question before we start? Like this is the start, but before we go deep into the practice, anybody has any idea in mind to speak about, to share? That's good, you're already in meditation. Oh my God, I have a million ideas to share. This means I need to work on myself a little bit more. Well, yes.
It's just super challenging to meditate with current events and everything that you're doing. It's very hard to disconnect from the surrounding
Yeah.
meditation becomes challenging when you need, to recenter and just to cut off from the surrounding, because the surrounding is so present these days.
Yes. Yes, so Miriam is saying it's very challenging to kind of be in a secluded bubble and be able to disconnect from what we see as negative events happening outside. There's so much happening, especially in our beloved country, Beirut, nowadays, and Lebanon. And to go into a meditative zone and have peace of mind. And well, that's a good point. But, there's always a but. Let's reconsider what the meditation practice is. Because if we think we are only sitting here and doing a physical posture and closing our eyes and going inside is the meditation, that's definitely a good part of it. And as the yoga states, Patanjali Yoga Sutras and Patanjali 8 limbs of yoga, the 8 limbs are kind of an approach towards yoga. And the fifth point of those is pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the sense organs from the external object to the inside. So we have 5 sense organs, and these sense organs take us out, and we need to withdraw and go inside. This is the first challenge. After pratyahara comes the basic of meditation, which is a concentration-based practice. And this is shared with the Buddhist traditions as well. Concentration is bringing mind to focus, is the base of every successful practice in the skill of really being attentive and more than attentive, aware, and depends on your basis of operation. My teacher calls it basis of operation, where you are operating from. So if we don't train focus, we don't train concentration, we kind of lack a little bit in the practice of meditation. And there's so many ways to meditate, but if training to meditation is bringing the sense organs from the external object to the inside, we can do that with the proper techniques of maybe breathing. We start and we just do the breath work, which is maybe fast nostril breathing, as we come from Shivananda lineage, Hatha Yoga, fast nostril breathing, Kapalabhati, skull shining, and then alternate nostril breathing, purificatory techniques, purifying the nadis, lines of energy. That will help us to connect internally. But then the real meditation starts afterwards. This is just a prerequisite stage where you prepare yourself, mind and body, through these breathing techniques, activating of some prana, playing with it, right? And in order to be able to achieve a state of calmness, then it'll be easier to go in. And I assume, and maybe I assure, that the moment you spoke and you said this comment and the question about this, until now, having a proper setting and the proper energy, your mind is calmer. Isn't it? Don't you feel present, more present? So it doesn't take much. It's a reflection.
Yeah.
So it's a give and take. And why? Because when we come from the outside, we come walking and running and it's so much traffic, maybe sometimes driving, you want to get here on time, which is another construction of mind, time. And then we get limited with time, right? It's good to arrive on time, and even before to come calm. Then what happened inside of us? We have the sympathetic nervous system active, running, rush, the fight or flight syndrome kind of thing. And cortisol going, adrenaline is rushing, But when we come and we sit and we lay down on the back and relax and we chant Om and we start paying attention to the breath, then it's a different system that kicks in. I cannot do meditation if it's my first time and going out to the revolution or going out somewhere out in where is the explosion happening or whatever and just sit there and meditate. It's too much. It's a step at a time thing. But if I'm an advanced meditator and I have walked some part of the path already, then when I sit and I have established that connection before, in a fraction of a second, with the speed of intention, I can connect. Because I've done the job before. It's not my first time, now I'm learning it. No, you become the master. And the point of the real point of meditation is to take the meditation off the cushion, outside of this mat, outside of this plate. This is a cocoon. Nice, I can sit, close eyes, do breathing, meditate. When you open your eyes and go start walking again, and driving, and going to your daily routine, then when the challenge comes, bring the meditation in. And that's how we start training, establishing this state of. There's a small little quote, amazing. I just remembered it. It's called Yoga Sta Kuru Karmani, meaning established in consciousness, perform action. Arjuna, Lord Krishna talking to Arjuna. Established in action, in consciousness, perform action. And that's the whole thing. We've got to be established in consciousness. We're going to go into consciousness thing too much now. Just the basic of established in connection, let's say it. And then experience this a bigger part of you. A bigger part means a bigger part. وتحسب أنك جرم صغير وفيك انطوى عالم أكبر. A small little thing. Yes, I'm a speck of dust. One of also my teachers said, give the analogy. What is a human being? Speck of dust. Who am I? People would ask. The universe is so ginormous. I'm just a speck of dust in the middle of this huge universe. Who am I? I cannot do anything. I cannot change anything. And then he goes, guess what? What a speck of dust. That it's the only speck of dust that brings closest possible the finite to the infinite. Shara. It's one little thin hair between the finite and the infinite. Al-Mutlaq, one mistake. How come am I living as the closest possible between finite and the infinite? Definitely one, it seems not. Affected by so many things out there, which is true. This does not mean at all being indifferent towards what's happening and being lazy and blaming on and not acting. No. You do what you have to do on the path, on the dharma, righteousness. And if you have to, sometimes you have to slap somebody. If the dharma, if the righteousness needs you to do that, you should do it. Dharma kshetre, kuru kshetre. If you are born a fighter, fight. This is the concept. It's always in the back of our head. It doesn't mean, no, I don't want to harm others. Wait a second. Sometimes if you just go like, don't be so rigid, you be broken, don't be so flexible, lenient, you be squeezed. لا تكن قاسيا فتكسر ولا لينا فتعصر. So the in-between, the transition is in the in-between, right? And we're talking about the transition is now happening. Right? So the transition is important, the balance is important. And we have to understand a little bit further on how things are done externally. In the external life, we are limited by the understanding of what is, because we don't understand what is as it is. We project our understanding or the way we're brought up or what we have stored in our subconscious mind on things outside. And that's not the right way or the right view, as the Buddha called it, establishing a real right view, which is the view of how things are in reality, not how we want them to be. It's very important and very different. So thank you for bringing this up. It's very important. This in small summing it up. A couple of points, very simple. Practice daily at home in a secluded place where you can do breathing and pranayamas and all of that. Just sit. You don't have to do the sitting. You have to do the effort. Sit and do the breathing and then do the meditation. And then with time, in short time, if you really keep practicing regularly, maybe if we do more meditation settings like this, then it will become stronger. You will become stronger in accessing that path. If you're first time walking a trail, a path, then be attentive and careful not to slip, not to that, especially if it's like kind of flint slope, like Murgad, especially Iraqi flint slope, and then you can harm yourself. But after some time, if you get acquainted with the path, with the trail, and you have walked it 100 times, 1,000 times, then you memorize it by heart. You're fast going there. You can access that. Maharishi says you can meditate even in a busy supermarket. Just remember these words. Busy supermarket, imagine shopping mall, people shopping, doing dancing, doing stuff like, and you're sitting there and meditating. Not necessarily closing eyes though. Closing eyes in the beginning. After some time you open your eyes and then sit in meditation and people look at you, hi. And you go, hi, in different ways. And what a weird person. They walk away. Then when people are not used to us like being different, it freaks them out sometimes. Especially if you look straight in the eyes, look straight at their eyes, gaze. It's different. Looking is an act, while gazing, it has a different thing. Physical contact, the contact, energetically also, contiguous. Meditation?
Yes.
Let's go. Hands maybe in Shimura, thumbs touching the finger back of the hands resting on your knees. Shoulders relaxed, spine engaged. If you need to sit back next to the wall, please sit, but have your spine upright. It's better. Here's a question. Okay. So let's do some pranayama. Fast nostril breathing. Shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. Chin parallel to the floor. Pull the belly in. Deep. Inhale. Close your eyes. Exhale. Pull the belly. Inhale deeply. Exhale. So Kapalabhati breathing, you have to avoid if you have high blood pressure, if you're pregnant, if you have glaucoma or pressure in the eyes. Otherwise, you're good to go. Inhale, first round. Again, exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale. نغمض عينيك. على طول. تنقل لك خطك. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, inhale. Exhale. Comfortably inhale up to 70% of your lungs capacity. And hold the breath in. So retain the breath, shifting awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And second round, again, exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. To retain your breath comfortably, second retention. Inhale deeply. And hold the breath in, focus at the middle of your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. Comfortably exhale from your nose, inhale deeply. Exhale, hold the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And third round again. Exhale. Exhale. Deeply inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final retention after the third round. Inhale deeply. Up to 90% of lungs capacity. Deeper breath. And hold the breath in. Shifting awareness to the middle of your forehead. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. Control. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you feel you need to stretch your legs, you may stretch your legs while your eyes are closed. You may stretch your legs a little bit in front of you. But keep your eyes closed to maintain maximum flow of energy inwards, internally. Keep your attention directed internally. Then come back into comfortable cross-legged position. Which is bring the index and middle finger of the right hand to touch the palm. And keep your left hand in Chin Mudra. Bring your right hand next to the nostrils as you exhale deeply. Boom. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale from the left. Left inhale. Close both and retain the breath. Right nostril, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Right nostril, inhale deeply on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Close both and retain the breath. Left exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Left inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Close both and retain. Close the left nostril with the ring finger and little pinky and retain the breath. Then right nostril exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Right nostril, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Close both and retain. Left exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Left nostril, inhale left, 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Close both and retain. Right exhale on 1, 2, on 3, on 4, 5, 6, 7, on 8. Right inhale deeply on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Close both and retain the breath. Left exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, 5, 6, 7, on 8. Left nostril, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Retain the breath. Right exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, 6, 7, retain. Final retention. Left exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Homing. Drop your arm down. Keep your spine elongated. Shoulders relaxed. Your hands resting on your knees, thumbs touching the index finger. If you need to adjust your posture, do it now. Before we sit in the coming 10 minutes completely not moving. And attempt to stay fixed body posture. So if you need to stretch your legs or adjust, please do. It's a part of taking care of the body. It's important. Then come back into a comfortable cross-legged position. Fix your posture, hands in chin mudra, spine elongated, shoulders relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor, distributing the body weight equivalently on both sitting bones, right and left. Crown of the head is shooting up towards ceiling. Now, a very ancient tip in the meditation practice with eyes closed. Yes, stick the tongue to the upper palate. Stick your tongue to the upper palate. Become aware of your physical body posture, seated in cross-legged position, pyramid kind of shape. And scan your body sensations from toes to down, roaming around with your awareness. To your breath, without interference, without taking in or out any breath. Become aware of the natural flow of your breathing, observing the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. And when we say become aware of each breath, it means each breath without disconnection, without intermission, without interference, just observing how the breath is coming and going in a natural, fluid way, without missing any breath. So the breath comes and you are aware of the incoming breath. Then the outgoing breath happens. With this movement, you have the observer observing and noting down thoroughly every breath. thoughts either in the past or contemplating about the future. All what you have to do, without any judgment and effortlessly, when you become aware that the mind has gone away, astray from the point of focus, shift your mind back to the observing of the breath, incoming, outgoing, registering. Incoming breath, outgoing breath. After some time from this calmness, you will be able to focus and concentrate more easily, staying on the breath for a longer period of time. Now it's comfortable and you're able to stay with the breath for up to 80% of the times. So what you have to do is add one more parameter. So you register the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. And at the end of the exhalation, there is a gap before the inhalation happens. Just be aware of the incoming breath, outgoing breath, stillness. Incoming breath, outgoing breath, stillness. Keep focused on this movement. Now shift your awareness to the middle of your forehead. Let go of the breath. And at the middle of your forehead, visualize a bright silver moon shining with silver color shining bright at the middle of your forehead, filling your whole head area and space with that light. Let it be as bright as it can be. Let it be shining and send and descend with that light into your whole body, filling your face, your neck, your shoulders, your heart area, your chest, your lower body with that bright light. Until it engulfs the whole body. And extend your visualization to the space around you, this room, filling that space. And extend your visualization, that silver light, moonlight, to the whole city, to the whole of Beirut. Cleaning and washing away with that purity of this light all the suffering and the misery and the pain of all beings present in this space, in this city. And take a deep breath, and as you inhale, you ignite that light, and you fill the whole country with your vision, with this light. Moving with this light to the whole Mother Earth, Gaia, connecting to her and filling Gaia with this pure silver moonlight. Move with your vision to the real physical moon and unite the physical moon's light with the vision of the moonlight shining at your forehead. Pouring the space from your forehead to the space where the real full moon exists. Filling the gap between 2 points in space. Healing, purifying, igniting, becoming aware. And relieved from whatsoever discomfort or pain. Come back to your physical body. Bring awareness to the body again. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe roll your neck from side to side. And bring your hands in front of your heart center for 3 loud ohms. Inhale. you for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until we meet maybe next full moon, November, I wish you a wonderful and peaceful time. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And we'll keep this active on the Facebook channel. So until we meet again, thank you for joining. Namaste.